Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Today's episode is powered by my sponsor, Elgato Gaming, and the HD 60S Plus capture card, the key lights, the green screen, the multi-mount, all of that good stuff. I literally use this stuff to make my videos every single day, and I highly recommend it. So if you are an aspiring content creator looking to upgrade your setup, check the link down below to my Elgato profile page. And if you do enjoy the episode today, do me a massive favor, hit that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate it. Let's go for 2,500 likes. And of course, sub to the channel if you're new. Click that notification bell. Become part of the notification squad. So in today's episode, episode 88, we are going to complete a couple of SBCs, get our weekend league underway, and then also pack ourselves a new team of the group stage player a little bit later on. So yeah, I'm quite excited about that. So I decided that on like Thursday night, I would complete the midweek fixtures SPC and I'd get as much of marquee matchups done as I possibly could, which was basically everything but the Man City player. So I would do that, but then I wouldn't just open the packs like I normally would. I would save them for 6 PM on Friday night because we got a 24-hour notice that we were getting team of the group stage. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll save my packs for then because the video's not going up till Saturday. I can make that happen and maybe we can pack a blue. So yeah, I'll complete that and like, I had to go out and buy one of the Mönchengladbach players, and that cost me a couple thousand coins, 3,000 coins, I'm not sure how much. But there were a couple of like bottleneck areas in marquee matchups this week, which by that I mean like you have to get like a certain couple of things in order to progress. And it was like Man United players weren't expensive. Man City players were ridiculously expensive, like 5, 6, 7,000 coins. So I hope, and they might still be a little bit expensive by the time you're watching this video, if you have spares in your club, you might want to make profit on them. You might want to go ahead and sell some Man City players. All I had in my club, right, was like Bernardo Silva and Kyle Walker. I was like, well, I'm not going to put them into marquee matchups. So yeah, we had to wait a little while. And my thinking about it was, I would wait until 6 PM on Friday night, last night, because loads of people are going to spam packs for team of the group stages, and Man City players would come down in price. They'd be super, super cheap, and that's where we'll get to a little bit later on. But obviously, we're going to be taking this squad right here into the weekend league. Now, I'd played a couple of games of Rivals off camera. I lost a couple and I won one, but yeah, it was fairly difficult just because I think Rivals is difficult for me nowadays. But Raul didn't really turn up or do anything in those games, which I was a little bit worried about. I think he scored one goal, but it was like of very, very lucky. Like the way it came about was very lucky. Anyway, we go into our first weekend league match. We come up against a guy who's got baby Veron and baby Gerrard. So I would say I would class that as pretty unlucky in his in his baby icon packs. I hope he's not done more than that as well. There was a part of me which was like, maybe I could sell Seedorf and do another one. But I think that would be a pretty silly move. It would be great for the content, but it would be a pretty silly move in reality because I'd either get one that I've already got or I'd get another awful one. And it's just, you got to be so lucky to get a Pele, a Cruyff, a Eusebio, any of those, you know, those awesome players that people actually want. And of course, EA have actually tweeted as well that we're going to get ourselves a Player of the Month Messi SBC coming out on like next Thursday or something. I think they said the 12th. So that's kind of crazy. Like that's almost like unprecedented because they've never done like La Liga Player of the Month before. And obviously Messi's going to win that award quite often because he is kind of ridiculous at this little sport we like to call football. So yeah, there's going to be an SBC Messi. And I think EA said that it was going to be 96 rated. So the same as his team of the group stage, which I can't see being very cheap. I kind of hope that maybe he would be like 95 rated, which is the same as what his like inform is, rather than not quite as high as the team of the group stage. Because at that point, I think EA could have possibly made the price of that SBC a little bit more realistic for a lot of us, like almost to the point where it was a little bit less than the cost of actually going out and buying a regular Messi. So like 1,000,000 coins, right? But now if he's going to be 96 rated, which is the same as his top rated card at the moment, then surely that's going to be pretty expensive to go ahead and do. So I think we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what happens, basically, to whether or not we could even dream of being able to afford a card like that. But it's probably F in the chat for me there. He's just going to be too expensive, isn't he? It would basically take me selling everything I had, like selling Neymar and stuff, to get an untradeable Messi. Which, don't get me wrong, if you do that SBC next week, you have got an end game player. There will be better Messis, of course. He's going to get a 99 Team of the Year, no doubt, right? But regular Messi is an end game player, I think. So you would have a very, very good player on your hands. We lose our first weekend league match 4-1, by the way. Just an abysmal performance from myself. And just, yeah, I couldn't make anything happen. I think I got fairly unlucky. I played that quite early on Friday. So, like, I would say the majority of the population that play FIFA were at school or work. So it was just like the hardcore that were online. Then I go into my second game like this, and the guy's kit is like a complete clash of mine. And I can only imagine that they thought that this was all right because the kit's got a different color top, like the shoulders. And I'm like, this is not all right. I was just squinting this whole game trying to actually see. We actually get a goal with Seedorf. That's something that obviously, like, Guardiola couldn't really do. He couldn't go on a little bit of a mazy run and then absolutely belt it top of the net. This Seedorf is more of a centre mid cam than a centre mid CDM, which is obviously what Guardiola is. To me, is definite like CDM really. So that's what we've sort of got at the moment as an upgrade from Guardiola. But what we haven't got is someone that, like, as much as I think Guardiola's like an alright player, I started to get a little bit bored with him because he's nothing like, I didn't think he was anything special. But one thing I am noticing is that I don't seem to mop up as much in that like interception zone on the edge of my box as I did when I was using Pep. So yeah, I think what do I want to say here? Like, Seedorf and Paulinho are kind of similar. Obviously, Paulinho has got the better defensive stats, so he can be that sit in the defense type player. But I feel like he needs to be let free because he was very good when I was using him like that. And we do just need to have a Pep-like player sitting in that CDM, doing nothing but mopping it up, you know, getting those interceptions. So I would imagine that Seedorf will go, especially with the fact that I'm absolutely not hating, but I'm absolutely not loving Raul. Unfortunately, to me, he's just so meh, which is so annoying because I hope that he would be great. Maybe with a Hunter chemistry style, he might be different. I highly doubt it. It is just one of those entry-level icons, which just isn't that great, isn't it? So we've got a bit unfortunate there. This guy, what a team to come up against when I'm literally like 1-1. You did see that I changed my kits though, right? I put the Champions League kit on because I'm not having another clash like that. No, hell no. That was too much to even focus on. Even though I actually managed to get a 4-1 win against that guy. I guess he was struggling more than I was struggling, and we were able to come away with a victory. But we go 1-0 up against this amazing looking squad. Neymar pushes through here, and I just try and shoot it, but I completely fluff it with a red time. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know whether it's because I hadn't played like a lot last week, but the game feels weird to me. It feels just different, and I can't really put that on the patch because I don't think the patch changed anything gameplay-wise. Anyway, we get ourselves a penalty here. We nearly struck gold with Paulinho. He ended up smashing the bar, but he got wiped out in the process. And Son steps up, and even though there's no head movement anymore, my opponent's goalkeeper was able to save my penalty from Heung-min Son, which was just, yeah, somewhat unfortunate. And then I think we end up going 2-1 down here. 71st minute, he's managed to turn me with that Dybala and stick it in the back of the net. So I go all out attack, constant pressure, 10 depth, like everyone in the box, and you can see just how many of my players are getting forward. There's no way that I wasn't going to score if I managed to get the opportunity before my opponent, because obviously with 10 depth, he could have countered me super easy. So we got the equalizer, just dumbed everything down a little bit, but still kept a little bit more pressure than I normally play with, because it seemed to be working against this opponent. And as you can see, in extra time, we get a goal in the first couple of minutes. And then, Griezmann knocks it through here to Heung-min Son. Still got pace 96, 97 minutes into the game. And what have I told you about Griezmann, man? What have I told you about him? He comes alive in extra time, especially when he's got lots of stamina as a super sub. And it does lead my opponent to rage quit. And you'll also notice there that I did switch back to the 4-4-2 for a lot of that game, actually. 4-2-3-1 works alright, 4-4-2 works alright. Nothing's absolutely perfect for me right now, but I would say that I think they're a little bit better than the 4-1-2-1-2. It gives me that wide option, which you crave a little bit when you're using that narrow formation. So that's it. That's pretty much what we'll stick with. So let me go into another match. We're 2-1 now, so at least we've turned that horrible start around. Lovely Berber spin and lovely strength, actually, and a great ball from Mahrez. That goal was made by Mahrez. Do not get it twisted. Like, that goal was scored by Son, but it was made by Riyad Mahrez. Lovely finish and a lovely build-up play. We go 1-0 up off the counter of a corner from my opponent, I'm pretty sure. Which obviously does happen quite a lot, especially if you tell quite a lot of players to go up for your corners. That's why, like me and a lot of other people, just have it on 2 out of 5 bars, because like, I don't want too many people in the box. And then he gets a very lucky rebound volley goal. To get the equalizer. But this was a tough opponent, not gonna lie. It wasn't the easiest of matches. Somehow we get through here and get a little back post smash in. I'm not really gonna call it a tap in, it's a smash in, because I did absolutely welly it there. But yeah, 2-1 up with Neymar. Paulinho spots a good ball through to Mahrez, and again, lovely ball through to Neymar, perfectly timed, and then just a little cheeky dink over the goalkeeper. I thought my opponent was gonna rage quit here, but he changed some stuff up, and he went like high pressure, probably constant pressure. I don't know what it was, but it was very difficult when I was on the ball to do anything. He gets a second goal back in the 83rd. Again, like off the woodwork, and then a cheesy little rebound goal. And then I think I got messaged afterwards saying that I was very lucky. Which, when I look at his goals after that, I'm just like, are you crazy? What? Anyway, it was a tough game, and it could have gone either way, I suppose. So then I decided 6 PM came around last night. Team of the group stage was out. So I could open up these packs in hopes of getting a Man City player to then put into the final part of marquee matchups to complete that. And then we'll get the good packs from that. That's where we'll pack ourselves the team of the group stage, and it'll all be gravy. But no, that's not actually going to happen. I think the reason why Man City players went up more than Man United is because there's less of the really lower end ones, which you would want to use in an SBC like marquee matchups. Whereas Man United have got a lot of like non-rare golds and lower tier players. Whereas Man City is obviously like Aguero, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne. You're not going to stick that into marquee matchups, are you? So nothing really from the first couple of packs here, especially when team of the group stage is out. I'm like, come on, man. Give me that blue. I want to see something cool. We get Stark there. Yeah, it's just like... Okay, we can move on. Doherty, Remy. Yeah, all right. Well, let's go for the Mega Pack. Can we get anything from the Mega Pack? Yeah, it's going to be a board or a walkout. It's just going to be a board, though. We end up getting ourselves Portuguese goalkeeper, which I think is an 85. I can't remember. Is he an 85? Yeah, he is. So, Lopez is an 85, and that's tradable as well. And considering we took a goalkeeper in red from the Ligue 1, I could sell this Lopez, no problem. And I'm sure he's one that people use for SBCs. He's probably one of the cheaper 85s, but with people knowing that there's a Leo Messi SBC coming out, and of course like footness around the corner and all of that stuff, I can imagine that the 85s, 86s, 87s, even up to 89s and 90s are going to go for a lot of coins over the next few weeks. So we were able to complete marquee matchups. Man City versus Man United. got it done, mate. And that is going to, of course, complete marquee matchups. We just needed one player. I ended up having to pay 5k for a Bravo, but it took me ages to get one. It took me like 25 minutes to snipe one. It's so annoying. People were just keeping that price high. So we go in first for the Prime Electrum Players Pack. I figure this one wouldn't be as good as a Premium Gold Players Pack. Who knows? Probably the same amount of rares. And we end up getting ourselves a blue walkout, and it's going to be Argentina. Oh, striker from Inter, which of course is a pretty sick one. It's Lautaro Martinez, but you see team of the group stage Argentina, and you just hope and pray that you don't even have to worry about the Leo Messi SBC next week because you've just packed him. And unfortunately for us, that wasn't the case. But we do get Lautaro, which is awesome. He looks really good. I actually enjoyed his red version, which was only 84 rated back when I got him a while back in from Weekend League rewards. But yeah, 86 pace, 87 dribbling, 85 shooting, 88 physical. Kind of nutty. 4 stars, 4 star. Like, he's literally maxed out at 70k as I'm recording this, so like all of these were gone by the time that he's extinct effectively. I've packed an extinct one. I hope they update his price range, because with the stats that he's got, I would have said that he was like a 150k player. I wouldn't have said that he was a 70k max player. So hopefully they get it done and I can sell him for great profit. But either way, it is profit nonetheless, right? We've paid 5k for a Man City player to get marquee matchups done, and we've packed ourselves a team of the group stage. So I'm actually really glad that I saved them, and not opened them before team of the group stage was even out. In-game stats-wise, he looks really good. So even like if his price range doesn't change and he stays extinct, maybe he sits on my bench for the weekend league, and we bring him on, see if he can do anything for us. I've actually been taking Raul off like kind of early, like maybe even in the first half, because I don't think he offers anything, which is super unfortunate. I hope for better, but it's just not good, I'm afraid. Maybe some of you can use him, but I certainly can't. So yeah, I'd prefer to bring Son back in the middle, and then that means I bring on either Griezmann or David Villa, but we could bring on Lautaro as well, or Promes, or Vardy. Like, we've got lots of attacking options. That's going to end things off for today, guys. We've packed ourselves a team of the group stage, which is a great start to the promo. Hopefully we can get another one or so throughout the next week. If you would do me a huge favour, hit that thumbs up button. That would be brilliant. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Click the notification bell. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links are down below. You'll probably get a little bit more insight into how my weekend league's going as and when that, on those social medias. I'm a little bit more forthcoming with that stuff than on YouTube. Obviously, you have to wait for the video, don't you? But anyway, I'm rambling now. I hope you all have a wonderful day out there, and I'll catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.